Doing brakes on a old Volvo 122. I've done this a few times. The rear brakes on these can be a little tricky, especially when a car's real old, and this one's been sitting for about 30 years. The tricky thing on these is this getting this rear brake drum off. Sometimes it's easy, but I had to fight this nut that holds it on. It's on with the cotter pin, and then on this one the nut was so tight I'd have had no chance without getting it darn near red hot with the oxyacetylene torch. And then I got it to come off. It was hard. It involved a big crescent wrench and a 2-pound hammer, and I finally got it to break loose. Next step is getting the drum off, and these can be real tight. I've already beat this on here. It's really tight. There's a lot of tension on that, and it won't budge. So this is not unusual for me to run across on these cars. Next step, with all this tension on it, I'm going to heat it in here with oxyacetylene, and we'll see what happens. So there's a better view of that nut. So when I put this on, I leave the nut on there so that we don't mess up the threads, and to catch this whole thing if it decides to launch, because there's a lot of tension on it. So I'm going to heat it in here and hope that this whole thing just comes loose. Toasty. It will come eventually, it has to. Ta-da! So, basically, without a lot of heat and the right kind of puller, you don't just get this with a wheel puller. Sometimes you got no chance. So now I can take this nut off. hot. That's hot. Huh. Still gonna fight me. See if it'll come with a couple of screwdrivers. I'm probably dragging the shoes with it. Let's come off. Ta-da. So, the whole reason I did this is because I need to change the wheel cylinders on this. This one's actually surprisingly not leaking, but the other side was leaking. And any time a car sat for 30 years, you just know that you have to replace these brake cylinders. Pretty easy to change these on this car. If you just pull the emergency brake, it'll spread these pads and open this up so you don't have to take anything apart just to change this. But I will clean everything and put it back together nice and clean. Looks like the shoes are about new on this, so that's nice. Anyhow, that's just a little bit about getting the brake drum off mainly, because that can be a real bitch on these cars. If you don't have the minimum tools, which means a really good puller, a really big wrench, a pretty big hammer, and some oxyacetylene handy, you could get stopped on this.